10 years. Holy moly. So this month we are celebrating diversity. Yay. All for one. Last week, remember, all for one, one for all. Yay. Okay, we discussed the unity, that life is one. That life is one and we are that, you know? Uh-oh. Oh my God, look at that. Claude, thank you kindly. Holy moly, I love it, you know? Gee whiz. 10 years, guys, 10 years. And they said it wouldn't last. Well, actually, no, they didn't say it wouldn't last. They said that about my marriage. But anyway, another whole story. Yeah, 32 years. Okay. So we discussed that. Thank you. We discussed that life is a unity, you know, and that all life is energy, and that one manifests itself through all. That's really all there is. There's just energy. And every scientist, every physicist, every mystic will tell you the same thing. Life is energy. That's all there is. We call it different names, but that's what it is. Ernest Holmes, in the Basics of Science of Mind, said this: the universe is impartial. It is impersonal. It gives alike to all. It is no respecter of persons. It values each alike. Its nature is to impart. Ours is to receive. That's what it is. That's life. This is universal intelligence. You know, that's what it is. And it is a principle, not a person, right? We have matured past that by now. God, I hope so. We know that God is not an old man with a big, long, white beard sitting on a cloud somewhere, right? Blessing some and smiting others. We know this, right? We know that universal intelligence is a principle. It's a principle. And it is the principle of self-givingness. It is the principle of self-givingness to its creations. And those qualities of God that we know this universal intelligence to be, those qualities have no outlet except in manifestation, right? Abundance, let's go through them together. Abundance, balance, and beauty, freedom, joy, love, order, peace, power, unity, wholeness, and wisdom. They're only words unless they are demonstrated through a manifestation. They have to be expressed somehow in the physical world, or else they're meaningless. So we are here, all 7.5 billion of us, I'm not in this room, but 7.5 billion of us worldwide, we are here to manifest that uniquely and individually and express those qualities and more. I keep throwing harmony in. What are the other qualities? I mean, there's more than just those 12, let's face it. We kind of, you know, created those 12s, but there's way more qualities. But we are here to do that, to express those qualities, to bring life to them so that they are not just words. They're only concepts. They're only thoughts if we don't demonstrate them somehow, some way in the physical world and be that in the world for ourselves and for each other. So I think that's why we're here. Why are we here? Why are we here? Right? Isn't that an interesting question? Why are we here? Kurt Vonnegut said this. He said, I'll tell you, we're here on earth to fart around. And don't let anybody tell you any different. Maybe. W.H. Auden said, we are all here on earth to help others. What on earth the others are here for is beyond me. Anthony Williams said this. He said, we are here to heal, not harm. We are here to love, not hate. We are here to create, not destroy. That is our basic nature. We are love. We are that. We have been, all those qualities and everything that Spirit is has been imparted into us. That seed of perfection that's nestled within us, that's everything that we need to live a fully self-actualized life. We need to let it out and express it through us. Charles Bukowski said this about why we're here. We are here to laugh at the odds and live our lives so well that death will tremble to take us. I love that. We are here for the delight of God. That's what Ernest Holmes said. And he said it because Sri Aurobindo said it first. That's what Sri Aurobindo said, and Ernest Holmes agreed with it. He said, I rather like that explanation for why we are here. We are here for the delight of God. So universal intelligence continues to give to its creations. We are that, and all life is that. We are immersed in a field of infinite potential, and we pick and choose. We are drawn to or repelled by those choices. We welcome them in or we run from them. But every choice, every decision you have ever made in your entire life has brought you to this place right here, right now. Think about that. Every single choice that you have made has brought you to this place right here, right now, this room. Vision. Yay! On our 10th anniversary day. Yay! Yeah, that's a hooray, you know. That is a hooray. Yay! And these are not huge monumental decisions. These are little, tiny, everyday decisions we make, right? They're not, no skywriting, no big, gigantic, insights of intuition. They're just little everyday decisions that we make that lead us where we are in our lives. And so, we've chosen to come together here today. We've chosen to be spiritual community, which is wonderful. And we must have good reason. We must have a good reason to be here, right? I mean, why are you here this morning, right? Well, I know why is the invalid question. But you're here for a reason. There's something that feeds you by being here. Did you come for the music? Come on, admit it. Who came for the music? Look at this. Yes, of course. I think we ran an ad like that too, didn't we, a while back, right? Come for the music, stay for the message, or not, But that's it. Some people come for the music, and I think that's wonderful. And we have the best music on earth, don't we? Absolutely. What else do we come? We come for the people. Don't we come for each other? Don't we come, humans are pack animals. We are. And we socialize. That's what we do. We come together, we socialize. We long to be in group. We have been sitting around the fire telling each other stories forever. Think about it, forever. And this is another form of that. We come together to socialize. We find a group of like-minded people so that we want to hang with them, really, so that we can learn from them and they can learn from us. We come together in spiritual communities that lift us, that support us, that perhaps are like-minded, that think like we do. We also find a place that grows us. Has this place grown you? Has it grown you? We come together in a safe space to try on a greater sense of ourselves. Have you tried something bigger that you thought maybe you couldn't do, but you could do here because it's safe enough, because you won't be rejected or ridiculed or cast out? We don't excommunicate here, right? How many of us have taken classes here? How many of us have taken classes? Look, almost everybody. I mean, this is the place to try on that stuff. Workshops. Anybody go to a workshop? How about a book study? Right? We are active. We are lifelong learners. Now, here's a question. How many of us have facilitated a class? How many of us have taught a class here? Look at all these leaders that we have in this class. And you know what? They're not all practitioners. You don't have to be a practitioner to teach a class or teach a workshop, right? You're an expert in something. We are all experts in something. So we share that knowledge with each other. We lift each other up. We are here to lead, to follow, to grow, and to transform our lives so that we are greater than we believe. We allow that seed of perfection that is nestled within us, we allow that to get out. We break down the barriers that we have built ourselves, that have held our own greatness in, and we use this place to allow it to come out. We are here to learn from each other. We are here to grow. We are here to transform our lives. And we complement each other. Do we not? We complement each other, which does not mean that we all get along with each other. I'm not going to put a rainbow on this. Anyway, does not mean we all get along with each other all the time. But in spiritual maturity, we know how to do that too, don't we? We know how to do not getting along with each other as adults, and I love that. One of the things that Kathy Ann Lewis had said when I was up at the ministerial conference is that she said, when you take the condemnation out of confrontation, you get conversation. And that's what we've learned how to do here. We take the condemnation, the wrong, the making people wrong, take the condemnation out of confrontation, and it's just a conversation. And that's what we've learned how to do here. So that even when we learn by not getting along with each other, we're learning in healthy ways. That's why we handed out that respectful communication guide that Reverend Edward Villion had written up. We learn how to even disagree with each other in a healthy, spiritual way. Because we know that we are one. We know that behind the diversity of all of us, look at us, oh my God, we are just so beautiful and individual and unique. And what we know is that from all of this diversity, it came from the unity. All of this diversity comes from the unity. It's like branches of the tree. It's like branches of the same tree. We're all one at the root. We are all one at the root, and we are all individualized at the leaf. And we are such beautiful leaves, are we not? Oh my gosh. Ernest Holmes said this. He said, you live because life lives through you. You move because there is a universal energy flowing through you. You think because there is an infinite intelligence thinking through you. You exist because the divine spirit has sought to individualize itself as you. This is why you are called the temple of the living God. There is a divine spark at the center of your being. You must recognize this. You must believe it, and you must act on that belief. So here we are celebrating 10 years. Oh my God. Okay, 10 years. So raise your hand if you're a founding member, if you were here at the very beginning. Oh my God, look at all of us. That is so cool. And look at all the people you've invited in. Yeah. And the invitation is still extended, The invitation is still extended. We are still inviting people into this experience called vision. So what's next? We're celebrating 10 years. What are we going to do for the next 10 years? Oh, think about it. What intentions? Fart around, yeah. What intentions do we want to set, for the next 10 years? Because we get to write it. It's our script, I don't know who was here yesterday for Jacob Glass. He was talking about we write our own scripts, right? We write them. Well, we write this grand script together, this unified consciousness called the Vision Community. We write this script. So what are we going to write for the next 10 years? When we take people into visioning, we ask those big questions, don't we? And that's what, and maybe that's what we should do in the next couple of weeks or month, is to have maybe a giant group, a visioning. I like it. That sounds good. We ask those questions. What is Spirit's highest idea for? Right? So what is Spirit's highest idea for this community? What is it we want to build together from here? What's our next step? What do we need to embrace in order to make that vision manifest? What do we need to release to make that new vision, to set that powerful intention? What else wants to make itself known through us? That's a powerful question. What else wants to make itself known through us as a spiritual community? I know you have an idea. We all have ideas. We're kind of bound by our ideas. And so we allow those ideas to be set aside, and we allow Spirit's idea to flow through. We let Spirit's idea to flow through. What else wants to make itself known through this community? There is so much good stuff going on, right? I mean, think of all the things that we've done, the walks out of the darkness and the Habitat for Humanity, and oh my gosh, how many other things have we done in the community? And the what? Yeah, the gay pride float and the soup cans and the food, banks and all of the good stuff we do. What else wants to make itself known through us? You know, the mark of an effective center is not how many people attend, but how many people's lives are different as a result of having been here. That's the real mark of a successful, a thriving center. And that's what we are. This is our vision. This is our mission, to change, to transform lives through this practical spirituality. Ernest Holmes said this. He said, in expressing more life, we are expressing a greater degree of infiniteness of spirit. We are more completely personifying it. This is the real purpose and meaning of existence. It is the nature of spirit to express through us, not in limitation, not in fear, not in want, but in freedom. And that's what we do here together. That is what we do here together. We free ourselves and we free each other to live that greater life of spirit by learning these principles, by embodying them, by demonstrating them, by allowing the qualities of God to flow through us and as us in the world. We transform the world. Or maybe we just transform our little corner of it. But that's okay. Everybody's got their own little corner of it, and then, of course, the whole world transforms. Because we are that. Because we are those lights on the hill. We're not hiding our light under a bushel anymore, are we? No. No. We are being the light of spirit. We are here to be the love. We are here to be the life. We are here to be the light for ourselves and for each other, to be of service and to know the truth for ourselves and for each other. And I just want to finish up by reading this part of the Sermon by the Sea that Ernest Holmes said. It was his last talk at Asilomar. It was August of 1959, and he passed in April of 60. And it was also something I read on our first service. So I just want to end with this. Ernest Holmes said, "It would be wonderful indeed if a group of persons should arrive on earth who were for something and against nothing. This would be the summum bonum of human organization, wouldn't it? It is the life of the individual. Find me one person who is for something and against nothing, who is redeemed enough not to condemn others out of the burden of his soul, and I will find you another Savior, another Jesus, another exalted being. Find me one person who no longer has any fear of the universe or of God or of man or of anything else, and you will have brought to me someone in whose presence we may sit, and fear shall vanish as the clouds in the sunlight. Find me someone who has redeemed his own soul, and he shall become my redeemer. Find me someone who has given all he has in love without morbidity, and I will have found the lover of my soul. Why is this not true? Why? Because he will have revealed to me the nature of God and proved to me the possibility of all human souls everywhere. This is what religious science stands for. It is not new dogmatism. It is not a new authority generated by an alleged revelation of God who has never revealed anything to anybody, or else he could not have revealed all things to all people. There is no great special dispensation of providence. There is a specialized dispensation, which the great and the good and the wise have always known, even though they knew it intuitively. Find me one person who can get his own littleness out of the way, and he shall reveal to me the immeasurable magnitude of the universe in which I live. Find me one person who knows how to talk to God, really, and I shall walk with him through the woods, and everything that seems innate will respond. The leaves of the trees will clap their hands, and the grass will grow soft under him. Find me one person who communes with cause and effect, and in the evening star will sing to him, and the darkness will turn to light. Through him, as the woman who touched the hem of the garment, the Christ healed, shall I be healed of all loneliness forever. Find me that someone who is no longer sad, whose memory has been redeemed from morbidity, and I shall hear laughter. Find me someone whose song is really celestial, because it is the outburst of the cosmic urge to sing, and I shall hear the music of the spheres. We are that. Each and every one of us, we are that. We are that one person. We are religious science. We are the peace that the world is calling for. We are the love that the world needs. And we are the healing that the world is crying for. We are that. And that's our plan for the next 10 years, is it not? Thank you so much.